Hi everybody. Today I'd like to introduce one of my colleagues from Wakefield Council, Cllr Matthew Morley, who is the portfolio holder for highways. He's here again in Featherstone to look at the problems we have on our roads and infrastructure.
Hi there, my name's Cllr Matthew Morley. I'm the Cabinet Member for Highways and Planning at Wakefield Council. I'm out this morning in Featherstone with Scott, Steve and Maureen, your three district councillors, discussing road improvements and our forthcoming capital programme. This year the council will be investing over £20 million in highways improvements, things like road resurfacing, path resurfacing, traffic regulation orders, single and double yellow lines, permit parking and safer crossings and safer roads. Also, we'll be receiving an additional £2 million from the government for road resurfacing and potholes, which is much welcomed.
Right, so when we're out on those ward walks, what we do, we have a look and we find problems such as this one here. And what we can see is a pothole. We report them, highways come out, they paint a white line around them, so when you see them out in your communities, if you see a white line, they're already reported. The rest of them, of course, you can let us know.
What areas does your department cover, please? Could you give us an explanation?
The Highways Department covers most of the district's roads, footpaths, public rights of way. Obviously we don't do anything with the motorway network. We do have anomalies where there's unadopted roads, and we have them in most communities where it's the people who live on the roads that are responsible, but in the main, Wakefield Council is responsible for most of the roads in the district.
While we're out looking at potholes and reporting them to the Highways Department at Wakefield Metropolitan District Council, I thought it was at the time to explode the myth that road tax collected off every road user is used to repair the roads. These potholes are actually repaired with your money, which is in the Highways budget.
Could you please tell us how your department prioritise the jobs that it gets in from all around the district?
So the way we prioritise the work programme and the roads and the paths that we will resurface and one sort of thing is basically comes down to inspectors going out and looking at the sites, but also from members of the public reporting them, elected councillors who get plenty of complaints regarding roads and paths and traffic regulation orders. It's a variety of ways we put them together, and that's how we make out the work programme.
Out in Charleston, New Charleston down to Street House, looking for potholes, but actually the other area of highways and what the budget gives is improving the condition of the public path. We've got a nice nature reserve for residents to enjoy, country walks and the likes. So this will be a really lovely path, much like the path improvement in North Featherstone that happened the other year. So always looking for improvements.
Where there are road restrictions in the area, who is responsible for enforcement and how difficult is it to implement this?
So when it comes to parking restrictions and enforcement, things that the council can enforce and are responsible for are residential permit parking, single and double yellow lines, that sort of thing, whereas obstruction to the pavement, one-way streets, all that sort of things, our police will deal with them. But when it comes down to enforcement from the council or the police, they still have to observe, really for 5-10 minutes, depending on if people are loading or unloading. So it's not straightforward, but we do get our civic enforcement officers out into the towns and the city of Wakefield and all the other communities where they need be. One other really good way to raise issues where you've got your councillors and your police there is the local pact police and community together meetings. They're held throughout the district. They'll be held in Featherstone. Contact your local councillors and they'll be able to tell you the details of when their meetings are.